3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. 22 seconds and counting. You got 1. 33 seconds. We got 4. Donna Owens in the house. No, don't do that. Let's see, I did something here. I messed up Donna's thing. What the hell? All right, hang on. I can't see. Hide message from the stream. No, I'm not trying to hide messages. All right, let's see. Yeah, 1 minute and 22 seconds, and we got 15 people in the house. Yeah, it's been a while since I came on the other day. I keep messing up these comments. Yeah, so I don't know what this is all about. All right, just have to see. There's 28 people here. Yeah, so man, there's a lot going on, right? I'm going to talk about separation today because I haven't really done a spirit walk in a long time. It's been a long, long time. So this is officially the first one of the new soulogynetwork networking community, but I'm going to share it on social media. Not that it's anything special, it's just my thoughts. And, you know, I was laying on my back all day yesterday and laying on my back all day today. And I know that's good. I know that we're integrating, but there was a part of me that just needed to get outside and go for a walk. But before I left, as we all are, taking in these new codes and energies that are just immense, I put a question to my soul, to my higher self. And we sat before this campfire, and then this is a version of my higher self that I've been seeing since I never realized it until just recently. But probably since like my early 20s. And so we ended up having this little thing, and then we became the same, we're the same person. So it's like I'm answering my own question. And I feel like that's what we're all doing. We are our souls. We are embodying our souls. It's not some far out thing. It's, it's actually happening. That means we can do it. So I contemplate this question that was given to me by my soul, which is me, and I thought I'd share it. And the question was, do you have any trauma left associated with physical separation from anyone or anything? And I started to think about it. And I went through all this progression of things that I don't have, right? Things that are unanswered, things that are separate from me, like things that are going to happen in my life that I don't have. Let's put it that way. Do I have trauma associated with anything that I'm separated from in my life? And all I could see as I started walking was the word healing. Healed. Healed. And I started walking and I started thinking about the world and the way we viewed the world and the things that are happening in the world or supposedly happening or whatever the hell's happening. And all the things that we've done in our own field of energy and consciousness to reduce and eliminate separation I mean, if we're truly bringing heaven to earth, being heaven on earth, then we have to believe that we can eliminate all separation. That's what we came here to do. Because if we didn't come here to do that, and if we just came here to get it this far, then why don't we just get out of this one and go into the next one? Seriously. Every one of us can point out the things outside of us that are division and separation. And what we're coming to understand, and what we're being given the opportunity to do, because the universe ain't going to do it for us, is to actually practice that in every moment. And then that sounds like Eastern philosophy or New Age or whatever, but it's not. Because what we knew then, we do know now. What we didn't know then, we do know now. And that's the whole point. What do we know now? There are people waking up that are 5-6 months into awakening that are at hyper speed. We're all there, but we've got to believe in it. We've got to believe that every bit of the separation is from us. It's from our thoughts. I think it's just come down to a point where the personal responsibility of all, that we have for everything is not going to go away. I've been lying down for a day and a half, and then I just got out. I was just telling everybody earlier. There's a lot coming in, and people describe it different ways, but I really have felt for a long time that what we're all channeling and transmitting and downloading is the alignment that we're feeling and we're coming into with the universe, and it's us doing it. We're powering everything, but beyond a level of comprehension that we had before. It's like every single day you get up and it's a whole new world. Like, what's going to happen today? Like, how's this day going to go? Because it's not running on the old schedules. It's not running on, there's that element of space diminishing, which is part of what I'm talking about today, what came in for me today, and I hope that's something that might help you. Do you have any trauma left associated with physical separation of anything or anyone? That can be so many things. Oops, I did it again. Oops. Shoot. All right, hang on. I'll go back somehow. Get back over here. I don't know what I'm doing, messing everything up. 2023 has shown itself to be totally a different place than anything we ever lived before. And there's so much distortion out there that, I remember Franco talking about this. It would come to a point, and he mentioned this time period where we couldn't even look at Facebook news feeds. And I believe we're getting to this point. And I believe it revolves around the separation, because the separation was how it all started, basically. I mean, one way or another, whatever narrative you follow, energetically it was a separation. What? Self from soul, masculine from feminine, whatever it may be. So that's where my head is. My head is, do I have any trauma left inside of me associated with physical separation from anyone or anything? We're powerful, 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 conscious, accelerating our intelligence at a rapid, rapid rate. We've built a new Earth grid. We're adding to the new Earth grid with every single action that we take. We can alt, control, delete. We can, we can do this. Part of the reason I haven't got on for a long time is because everything's changed so much. I ask myself, what do I know that's outside of this construct? And what divine omnipresence created this construct? And is there one that created the construct that the one that created this one lives in? It's a chicken and the egg. So what does that mean? It means it's me and you. We have this luxury of being in this place where we can actually look at mirrors of ourselves. And we think we're separate, and we're not. And I feel like in a big way, this is what's coming into the earth. Every single war, every single dramatic conflict, it's like it's going away. This is going away in the world I live in. And like I said, if this is as far as we're supposed to take it, let's just go on to the next one. And that's not like some kind of, scary thing Todd said. That's just like, hey, you know what? Let's pull our pants up and let's get this thing going. 11:11. Well, all right. Sometimes it's just good to get out and say what's on your mind, even if it doesn't make any sense. It's all energy. I think we're projecting less. Our telepathy and our empathy is coming in. And this squeeze on space only makes sense. Time creates separation. Time creates space between what we call the past and the present. But time has already started deconstructing when COVID hit. And now space. We should be able to feel, and we can, and we do, every single person on the face of the earth. Every pain they're feeling, every level of bullshit they're having to go through. There's people all over this world going through stuff that you can't even imagine. And yet we're coming into the understanding that everybody's pain's the same. This has got to be from a soul's perspective now. Otherwise, it ain't going to make any sense. That's how we've gotten all crazy and mind-fucked all this time. We own everything because we did everything. And you can say, well, I wasn't a murderer in the past life. It's not about that. We came into this thing together. We are one. We all jumped into the pool of the unknown together. And each one of us is responsible for that choice. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's ballsy. And I see everything the same way. We moved over to our new platform on the 10th. We announced it on the 24th. That's when we first started. And I see it the same way. It's not like the old days. We haven't had as many shows. I mean, I could say, hey, I'm going to go load up the calendar, but the energy is helping us. The third energy is helping us all. It's slowing life down. It's creating a flow. It's getting rid of stupid things like suspicion and mistrust and paranoia. And, just having to watch your back. I mean, we're coming into a space where we're relying on each other and we're figuring this code out. And it's not something that's been done before. So we got to give ourselves a little patience. But I think we can look at our progress and we can say we've done very good. We've killed it. Our bodies are going through some amazing changes now. People have talked about it for years, but it's happening in little ways. Now that doesn't mean that something's not happening on your body, like in a certain part of it that's healing. But overall, the body is pulled in a lot of coding. There's been a lot of transformation at the DNA level. And at the bottom, the core of it all, which is what I was asked today with my higher self human conversation. That was really just one person talking to itself, or one energy. Do I have any trauma left associated with the physical separation of anything or anyone? I only have that separation if I believe it. And it serves us to believe that there is none. Because if there is none, then we can feel everything everyone's feeling, and we're all on the same wavelength. And immediately, you talk about instant manifestation, that's how all this bullshit stops. Which is cool. This thing keeps doing things. Well, I don't know if that helps anybody. It might help me a little bit. But I don't see too far in the future. I don't even see tomorrow at this point. I've asked myself till I'm blue in the face, is there anything that you know that's outside of this construct? And I believe there is, and I believe it's me. And I believe it's every bit of the lineage of source. And the source that came from the other source and the other source. It's amazing to think that the individual thoughts and actions, energetic actions are thoughts, energetic actions have motion in many ways, but that is the end-all cure-all. Taking a pause, saying something nice, in your mind about someone you're looking at that maybe you had a problem with. Maybe if you can't say it to them straight up, you just say, you know what, I know we're okay, I love you, you're a soul. Things like that. It's amazing to think that type of lifestyle will turn this into a paradise overnight. Now, people could say I'm crazy, but like all of you, I've been all over the multiverses. We've been all over planets all over the place. This is a very special place. It was a hard riddle to figure out, but we figured it out now. Now, this is the second part of my download today. And it might just be for me, but I have a feeling it's not. Ever since 2012, and you can pick whatever year you want to. For some people, it's a lot longer than that, but there's all this talk about the chakras. There's all these meditations, all these different things associated with the chakras, opening the chakras and all that stuff. The real chakra work was done through our shadow work that we still do. But we've done a hell of a lot of it. And I'm going to say, without taking a poll, that 90% of that chakra work was from the throat chakra down to the root. And that channel has been open. People have been talking about it at the tailbone, popping off. And this happened to me about 6 weeks ago. I've seen about it and talk about it now. Something's going on here. The throat chakra, this is the download I got today. The throat chakra is what brings all of the chakras together, regardless of what level of success we think we've had in that. There's something about exercising the throat chakra that connects the lower chakras, or everything down from the throat, into the third eye and to the crown. Now, let me just explain something. A lot of us are very familiar, especially the lay, familiar with the crown and the third eye. And of course, a lot of it's, all of us really, but in the lower chakras, the things that we had to deal with, survival. But there's whether you're, let's say you're more like 60% the third eye and crown and whatever the ones are around here, right? And 40, it's still not at 50. And I'm saying that the intel I got from myself is that the throat chakra marries it all together. And it can do it in any moment. It's like toning. It's like the resonance of your voice. It's like the words you're speaking. It's like everything. Now, for me, I'd say, and I don't know the exact percentages, but I'd say, even though I've had many experiences, even recently, of where my masculine and feminine had a higher level of sacred union or whatever. And I'm sure, we've all done that, whether we give ourselves credit for it or not, because we keep doing that. That's how the torus field keeps going and going and going, right? But for me, it's probably like, 60% masculine, or 60% in my lower chakras, and 40% up here. So the further I go with my integration, the more of this up here that's opening up. And so what I'm finding for myself, or the message I got today, was to utilize the throat chakra to do that, through words, through speaking, through writing, through singing, rapping, toning, mantras, whatever, but to utilize the voice to unify the power and bring this like tractor beam kind of level to the chakra, what we call the chakra channel, Anyway, that's just what was happening. So I don't know if I'm gonna start doing these spirit walks. Everything feels strange now. The shows that we do on the network are totally different than they used to be. They're mind blowing. Really, really amazing. People to populate their pages, and we're just in the early stages. I mean, you know, even approaching soulogynetwork today, it's a totally different thing. But I see it as us approaching our world with what feels good to you, and just go with it, no matter how much fucking nonsense it sounds like to our old lifestyle and to the world, which really is nothing but a echo of a reflection that's diminishing because we've literally turned the tide within ourselves and literally seen that change, but it's happening at the at the boots on the ground level. It's not happening even on a lot of the stuff you can find on the internet on our channels and stuff like that. We moved to this space where it's telepathic and empathic and intuitive, and it's happening to each one of us. And the more of us that spread the word, so to speak, it doesn't have to be like an explanation, but through the activation of the throat chakra, through speaking to each other, looking each other in the eyes, having a conversation, saying a prayer together, doing a meditation, having a conversation, whatever. I mean, this is how it grows. This is how it grows. And it feels good. It feels good. I can't tell you how many times in a couple of months that I've run into, because I live on the main street in Houston right now, and there's restaurants and stuff all over the place. My daughter lives here. I've met a lot of friends of hers at the coffee house. How many times I've seen people having conversations and or been part of the conversation where you can feel the resonance and the continuity of chakras in between people, regardless of the subject matter. And I'm highly sensitive, like many of you, and I can feel the Kundalini activating. And I even had a couple of people say something about it. So this is really happening. And the more we talk about it, the more we practice it. And to me, I don't think that this energy is going to get any easier. What I mean by that is we're always going to feel it, but how are we feeling it? And sometimes we got to lay on our back. Sometimes you go for a walk and you talk to your friends. But I really feel that from what I got today, at least for me, that we have one single voice within us. And that's our true voice. And it's an easy way for all of us, seminar, take a course, to kind of give us like in words that we have of raised empathy, just for others, but for ourselves. And that we come out, and then also, of course, the intuition. And then we're two more gathered, and things start to happen. 85 in the house, 86. Yeah, this energy's been amazing. It's been overwhelming. It's okay to be in silence. with yourself, with each other. Uh-oh. I don't know if this is working anymore. I don't know. Let's see. Well, all right. I think it's going out. I don't know what I put on there. Or I made something. Oh, I see. I made words appear. I don't know what words those were. Well, listen, everybody. Take it easy on yourself. Take it easy. We're self-sourcing. It's coming through the body. This isn't something I thought of. I share with you my 2 download, but that may just apply to me. We do know the body's speaking to us more and more and more. So how does something make me feel? And like what emotions come up as well. But how does my body feel? Is there a part of my body that, for whatever the case is, talking about how their appetites have changed or left, and all these other different things happening. People about their senses becoming more acute, like their sense of smell, sense of sight. I know my eyes are changing; they're getting like green. They've been doing that for a while, but now really starting to get noticeable. Yeah. All right. Well, listen, it was good talking to y'all, and hope to see you over at the Soulogynetwork. Network. We're working behind the scenes, and we're not rushing anything. And I hope to see a whole bunch of people over there by the end of the summer. It's built by the community for the community. We'll be fully transparent. It's not about me. It's not about. It's about moving energy and creating an environment that emulates the universal and our best trajectory, and kind of like macro to micro kind of thing. But whatever communities you hang out in, wish you peace, power, protection, big loves, peace out.